Hello, dear investors. Analytical service in System.GURU.Markets. We start with general information about the company. Let's look at each indicator in a little more detail a little further. If necessary, you can put a stop. You can consider all the indicators of the corporation under study carefully. Now we will compare with you the main fundamental indicators of the company Molson Coors Beverage, ticker TAP. This review was made using current information at the time, April 17, 2025. By classification Guru.Markets company Molson Coors Beverage Company belongs to the subcategory Narco. 59 organizations take part in the comparison, and this is very representative. Find the order table at the end of this video. Result for the company in question, 7 out of 10 points. Average result for the subcategory, 2.1 points. If you look broadly, within the US stock market as a whole, note that the average result for the US stock market as a whole is 1.8 points. Against a score of 7 points for Molson Coors Beverage Company. Comparing the dynamics of a company's share price Molson Coors Beverage and subcategory companies, we will see that over 12 months the company's shares Molson Coors Beverage showed a dynamics of minus 9.3%. 38.9% are against price changes in the subcategory. This does not clearly indicate anything, but it is necessary to take note of this fact. Market capitalization of the company Molson Coors Beverage Company is $11.9 billion. With a market capitalization of the subcategory of $685 billion. Molson Coors Beverage accounts for a share of 1.738%. This is one of the small companies in the subcategory. The company's balance sheet capitalization is estimated at $12.28 billion. With a subcategory capitalization of $184 billion. Molson Coors Beverage constitutes a share of 6.685%. Having compared the occupied shares of the exchange and book value, we see the following. Occupied share Molson Coors Beverage in the subcategory in case of market capitalization assessment is 1.738%. The book value is 6.685%. This is a 285% increase in market capitalization share. Assessment of the company's share of market and balance sheet capitalization of the subcategory, good, 1 point. The analyzed organization's debts amount to $6.02 billion. Debt to book value represents 49% of the company's equity. Result on the company's financial obligations, good, 1 point. The company's stock market value to earnings ratio is 10.6. The subcategory average of 21.3 is 50% lower than the subcategory average. Assessment of market price to profit indicators in comparison with companies in the subcategory, very good, 2 points. Profit for the last 12 months was $1,123 million. Forward earnings for the coming 12 months are tentatively expected to be $1,360 million. This is 21.2% more than currently. Assessment of the predicted future profit indicator in comparison with in the subcategory, good, 0.5 points. Balance of company price to revenue 1. The subcategory average is 3.3 and is 70% lower than the subcategory average. Assessment of the indicators of the exchange price to its revenue in comparison with the indicators of companies in the subcategory, good, 1 point. Revenue for the last 12 months was $11,630 million. Forward revenue for the coming 12 months is expected to be $13,660 million. This is 17% more than currently. Assessment of expected future revenue indicators in comparison with indicators in the subcategory. Good, 0.5 points. The sales margin is 9.7%, with an average in the subcategory of 15.4%. The difference between the subcategory average and the company's performance is 5.8%. Assessment of sales margins in comparison with the indicators of companies in the subcategory. Tolerable, 0 points. The company's share in terms of the number of employees in the subcategory is 4.318%, which is 148% more than the market capitalization share. This reflects the discrepancy between the company's market price Molson Coors Beverage, rather towards underestimation. The amount of capital for each employee of the company is equal to $708,000, whereas in the subcategory $1,760,000. The difference between the subcategory average and the organization's indicators is 59.8%. Assessment of the amount of market capital per employee in comparison with the indicators of companies in the subcategory. Good, 0.5 points. The volume of profit per individual employee of the company is $66,800. Average for the subcategory, $82,600. And the difference between the average in the subcategory and the company's indicators is 19%. Assessment of profit per employee in comparison with indicators in the subcategory. Tolerable, 0 points. The organization's revenue per employee is $692,000. In the subcategory, there are $536,000. The difference between the subcategory average and the company's performance is 29%. Estimation of the share of revenue per individual employee of the company in comparison with indicators in the subcategory. Good, 0.5 points. Shares are short 6.6%, with a subcategory average of 1.1%. This is an indicator of possible short squeeze risk. Indicator RSI 14 shows a level of 44% for the company Molson Coors Beverage, whereas for the subcategory this level is 58%. Technically, securities of the subcategory are rated higher than those of Molson Coors Beverage. The actual valuation of the company's shares is approximately $58.70. The consensus price estimate for the company's shares is approximately $66.84. The dynamics of the current estimate and consensus forecast is approximately 14%. Let's look at the order table, which is available to everyone. A link to it is in the pinned comment. The order table contains absolutely all decisions previously made this season by the information and reference evaluation System.GURU.Markets. Access to the order table is absolutely free and free. Link in pinned comment. Based on the valuation of the company's shares Molson Coors Beverage. Information and reference system for stock valuation Guru.Markets. The following decision was made. Open an order to buy at a price of $58.71. The order was opened due to the fact that the company has a relatively high rating. The organization was assessed using the assessment method, the Akeem's Index. Take profit is set at 63.1. Stop loss is set at 54.32. In case the order is not closed by take profit or stop loss, then the deal closes independently based on the trading results on May 17, 2025, or on the last trading day before this date. Ticker STZ is a balancing sell order. A video on the balance transaction will be or has already been published on this channel. In case of closing one of the orders, main or balancing, another order is closed at the actual price. Many thanks to everyone for watching to the end and for using the information and reference system from Guru Markets. You are all the best audience in the whole world.